I can make a list about what were my favorite sneaker releases of this year, but I want to talk about what I think is the best sneaker release for Jordan in the last 10, 15 years. And that's the Jordan 4 RM and how they are slowly becoming my favorite Jordan in recent history. Let's talk about them. So I did a video already on the Jordan 4 RM, specifically with this colorway. This is a women's colorway. I really did enjoy just wearing this shoe. I like all the differences that they made. But the shoe that kind of like made the colorway that made the 4RM become one of my favorite Jordans of all time is the Black Cat. So the Black Cat recently came out in November of this year, 2024. Today's December 30th. So this year is slowly approaching its end. I just love this shoe, man. The reason why this specific colorway kind of solidified the importance of this iteration of a Jordan 4 was its versatility. The colorway makes it a very easy shoe to wear, shoe to match. As we know, the remastered version first came out through the Nigel Sylvester collaboration. Nigel Sylvester, if you didn't know, he's a BMX pro, and he had his own release of the Jordan 4 RM. He was kind of like the poster child for the remastered version of the Jordan 4 with his Bikey Air grandma's driveway colorway and some other iterations of this specific silhouette. The differences are not just stylistic, of course. You know, this shoe is a little more sleek. It has less elements that are iconic or iterative of the Jordan 4, like the mesh netting on the side and the tongue. You don't have the wings, the plastic wings on the side, the eyelets. You don't have the higher color on the ankle area and the ankle region. You don't have the iconic back tab here that you see in a lot of Jordan 4s. And you know, of course, it turned the shoe from a mid top to essentially a low top. But everything else about the shoe is pretty much untouched. It has the same outsole, it has the same midsole, it has the same air unit type, and a lot of the elements, such as the plastic wings, were designed a little bit more different, but they're still kind of there, at least the fundamental elements. But the biggest change in this shoe is how comfortable and light it is in comparison to the Jordan 4. I've always been a big proponent of Jordan sneaker brands just remastering and changing a lot of their classic designs. We've seen it over the past 2 years with Jordan, with specifically the Jordan brand, with the Crafted series, with the Remastered series. You know, we got the Jordan 1 Patent Breads, the Jordan 1 Royals, and all suede. The remaster. I mean, I don't know if I can consider Jordan the Lost and Founds a remaster version, because in essence they are the same. They just have some stylistic changes, but the materials are pretty much the same. So I don't necessarily consider those. Some people might. But Jordan Brand has been changing their classic silhouettes very detailed oriented, very small changes. When they really like went out and made a huge change to a classic silhouette to a number Jordan was with the Jordan 4 RM, and I really do think they actually made a good change, because again, we also have the Jordan 1 comforts, the Jordan 11 comforts, and in my opinion, those changes, although pretty minimal at the same time, they made the shoes less desirable, and they kind of took away from what made those specific number Jordans attractive. The Jordan 4 RM specifically kind of made the shoe a little more accessible and gave it a little bit more versatility, as I've already said. I think that them using Nigel Sylvester as the poster child, as the voice behind this change, was a very good decision. It was a success because people have now started to, you know, for the longest time they've always used Jordans ones, Jordan 4s, Jordan 3s, They've used a lot of different number Jordans as skating shoes and biking shoes because they are rather bulky. They kind of really protect the ankle, specifically in skateboarding. So I know why the importance of highlighting a BMX athlete for this specific silhouette made a lot of sense, and I'm glad that it stick. It made the Jordan brand look like they're listening to the people who actually wear these type of shoes. Yes, it kind of simplified the design behind a Jordan 4 essentially. But if you wear, a baggy jean, if you wear a jean that's going to cover, or a pant that's going to cover the top of the shoe, it's essentially a Jordan 4. Anybody who's going to look at it, they're going to see the midsole and they're going to say, that's a Jordan 4. Anybody who knows what they're talking about in terms of sneakers, they're going to think this is a Jordan 4 if you cover at least the mid top portion of the shoe. Everything else, it's pretty much the same. The changes, the variations made the Jordan 4 a more sleek and a better looking shoe, in my opinion. But not just only that, also way more comfortable. Infamously, the Jordan 4 has been a very, very uncomfortable shoe to walk in and wear. I mean, in terms of modern designs and comfortability, it hasn't been a shoe that people wear for long periods of time. It's a statement piece, it's a fashion piece, but that's pretty much it. It's in comparison to modern basketball shoes, it's not a shoe that you should be using at all ever for playing basketball. It is that uncomfortable, it is that bulky, and it's not a very nice shoe, not even for walking. A lot of newer basketball shoes, they are designed with that in mind, with comfort in mind, lightweight and just very cheaply made, if I'm being completely honest. But they are shoes that you can walk in and not really feel exhaustion or feel uncomfortable in them for long periods of time. The Jordan 4 RM kind of meets both the comfort and the stylistic classic silhouette right in the middle. And that's why I think the Jordan 4 RM is the best shoe that came out this year. But you folks, let me know down in the comments below what you think of the Jordan 4 remastered. Is it too much of a deviation? Is it too different from the Jordan 4? Do you not like the more sleek, the more kind of like skater or cycle BMX emphasis that Jordan Brand is giving this shoe? Let me know down in the comments below. Me personally, it's my favorite shoe of 2024, without a doubt. And we've had the Black Cements drop this year. That's how much I've liked and I've appreciated the Jordan Brand remastering the Jordan 4 in such a unique and stylistic way. But let me know down in the comments below. Folks, this has been Shoe Fernie. I've been True Fernie. If you like this video, go ahead and get a thumbs up and subscribe. I can barely do a thumbs up because my broken thumb is kind of hurting with the cold weather. But make sure to like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down, because believe it or not, every single bit helps. Links to my socials are down below. Please make sure to follow me on Blue Sky, where I spend most of my waking hours talking about sneakers, talking about basketball, talk about anime, talk about anything and everything that might interest you as my viewer. Please make sure to follow me both on Instagram and TikTok, where I upload more of these short, bite-sized sneaker content and other types of content, and where I interact more with people rather than YouTube. But folks, please take care of one another, but most importantly, take care of yourself and clean your shoes, man. These black cats, I wore them for a whole trip, a whole week trip, and they already need some love and attention. I was walking in dust though, in dirt, so that was bound to happen. Jesus Christ. But yeah, peace.